Overindulgence has consequences that go far beyond the immediate trouble of managing an unruly, spoiled child. It sets up patterns that can last a lifetime. The greatest disadvantage that overindulged kids face is the fact that they haven't learned to work for something that they really want. There's no work ethic, there's no lesson to really strive for something. Since overindulged kids usually get what they want through manipulation, they have developed a very dysfunctional way of relating to people. And we don't want them to carry this dysfunction into their adulthood. We don't want our kids living in the adult world as adults with the mindset that the only way I can get things is to manipulate people out of them. No, we want our children to grow up as adults and live in the real world with the mindset that I am able, I am competent, I am confident, I can get what I want and get what I need by direct means because I have the skills to do that. Now, instead of fostering the development of dependency, we're now going to shift gears and we're going to foster the development of self-reliance. Now, self-reliance is a core solution. The reason being is because if you have a child who's self-reliant, you have a child who for the most part is not disrespectful at home or at school. You have a child who for the most part is not destroying property or getting bad grades or picking on their siblings. You have a child who's self-reliant. You have a child who for the most part is not using drugs, is not staying out past curfew, and so on. Self-reliance is key. So if dependency is a core issue, self-reliance is a core solution. So the self-reliance cycle starts out exactly like the dependency cycle. We want to bond with our children, and we want them to be happy, and we want them to be responsible for their behavior and choices. So we're going to help them learn to earn. We're going to help them learn to earn their material things, and we're going to help them learn to earn their freedom. Now, I'm not saying that you can never ever buy your child a gift. If your family, for example, celebrates a religious holiday and there's gift giving that goes on, then that's certainly okay. And it's certainly okay to give her a gift on her birthday or graduation. But other than the 3 or 4 very special occasions that occur each year, the child really should have a hand in earning her stuff and her freedom. So we're going to help our children, for example, purchase material things with their own money. And this can be done from an allowance. It could be done from money earned by doing chores. It could be from money earned from their place of employment. And we're also going to help our children earn their freedom. And they do that by following rules, by doing chores, by accepting appropriate discipline for misbehavior, by meeting a few reasonable parental expectations. So now that the child is earning his stuff and freedom, you have pulled dependency out of the equation. So if you remove dependency, you remove resentment. You remove the sense of entitlement. You remove this insatiable appetite for more stuff and freedom. And you also help your child begin to develop emotionally. So now he's chronologically 16 and emotionally 16. So self-reliance is key. Dependency is a core issue. Self-reliance is a core solution. So with this self-reliance, your children are actually learning how to get things for themselves and do things for themselves, and they're going to feel good about themselves as a result of this. Now, this cycle started out that we want to feel bonded to our kids and we want them to be happy and responsible for their choices. And what do we end up with? We feel bonded with our kids. They seem happier and they seem more responsible. Now it's at this point that parents tend to get a little worried and they say things, like, are you kidding? You mean my kid has to earn everything from here on out? Yeah, absolutely. No more free handouts. We know why. We talked about that before. As soon as you give one free handout, your child is going to expect a second free handout, and then a third, and now you're right back to square one. You don't want to go back there again. Let's say, for example, you're at Walmart, and you're walking around, and your child asks for 75 cents for a Coke. Now, it would seem fairly harmless to just give him 75 cents for a Coke, but remember, we don't want to foster dependency anymore. We've done that for too long. So when he asks for 75 cents for a Coke, you say no. The answer is no for now. When we go home, I'll find a chore for you to do, and you can earn 75 cents, and then you'll have money for a Coke the next time that we come out here. So no more handouts of any shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't matter whether it's 75 cents for junk food or $20 for movie tickets. Now, bear in mind that your child doesn't appreciate what you do for him. He only appreciates what he does for himself. And he is never, ever going to work for what you want. But he'll work for what he wants. And he wants some cool stuff, and he wants a lot of fun, freedom to do activities. So we have to shift. We have to make a mental shift as parents from controlling behavior to controlling stuff and freedom. Okay? If you'll make that mental shift right now, I can't make your kid spit. I can't make him stand on his head. I can't make him do anything he doesn't want to do, and neither can you. So we're going to shift from worrying about controlling behavior to controlling stuff and freedom.